And with that terrifying thought, we will begin tonight's episode of The Curse of Strahd, brought to you solely by me and everyone else that's also involved. Anyway, I'll get better at intros in a year.
Doubt.
Yeah. Would anyone else like to recap?
Bad for hours.
So
Well, we had a conversation in the church while we were waiting on the flaming horse to arrive, discussing fire daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Which I blame Jean for.
And then
As we should.
we Bugs Bunnied Strahd, we think, with Shirina.
Big tall lady,
Irina.
right?
There's a big tall lady now.
And also a 14-year-old.
We also have a child again. Malang confronted Volsolis about some
Things.
spooky undead things.
my stuff and things.
Mm-hmm. What else happened? Oh, there was a giant ball of zombies that came through town and wrecked house while we hid out in the church. And then we bullied Lady Wachter's manservant, basically telling him to fuck off because we weren't going to dinner tonight.
And y'all made him bring everyone lucky feathers.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all had a nice, peaceful sleep to the sounds of guards killing a flesh ball.
That's okay.
Oh, Malayan also spent a lot of time, like, spare the dying, booping people on the nose.
Yeah. And you know that y'all are just gonna find the doctor just, like, pass the fuck out in this house from exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Good times. So, as you all wake the following morning, guards that are left in the city having done a patrol and more people funneling into the church until it's basically full to capacity. You wake up in the town of Alaki, which... Oh, I get to use Irina for y'all again, because she's with y'all now.
Oh, Taylor,
Dr. Burger.
Dr. Berger.
I have to ask you something.
Okay.
What do you think exactly happened with your character and the fine doctor?
You doctor or the other doctor?
Me, doctor.
Oh.
Are you a doctor?
He has a doctorate.
Right.
It's
I'm not-
Dr.
I'm not
Professor
even-
to you.
Dr. Professor Patrick to you. And, like, no, that's literally what he is. Like, he was a professor in he was a historical professor.
In Bikini
Thank
Bottom.
you, AJ. I would say that area would not have attempted anything physical, just would have been like a little more friendlier.
Mm-hmm.
Given that we are in a church absolutely full to capacity.
Yes. Sure, that's the reason.
Oh, hey, look, Amethyst visited.
Yeah. The town is not mostly... Anything that's on fire is not currently on fire. Those are areas where fire happened. So, thankfully the entire town didn't burn down. It's mostly residential. The shops seem mostly safe. As Strahd told you, they were not there to destroy the town or hurt any of you, obviously.
It would just make a lot of people homeless.
You were just in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got to get those back taxes somehow. The only way you can pay child support is if you don't have a house to pay it with.
What child support does this man have?
She's a nice lady, my friend.
She's a lady.
I
But I think nice is a
Oh.
stretch.
Oh my god. I just remembered something that I have to tell you all afterwards, what they did with our nameplates.
Yeah. We will tell you later. Anyway.
I just remembered.
Y'all
sorry.
wake up on this beautiful, mist-covered, rainy completely dark, abysmal morning.
Except for the church.
Except for the church, which has just been constant sunlight the whole time.
God, how do these people sleep, I wonder?
Being exhausted and terrified.
Fair.
But y'all are awake. If there's anything you'd like to do.
I'm gonna see if there's any food left from
Dinner.
yeah.
There's actually a
Same.
fairly good amount left. There's enough that y'all can all eat your meal, or that you can, grab some and have enough for your meal for the day as well.
Is there any like fruit? Or is it all just like peasant food?
There are some dried, I think we discussed that pears grow really well in Barovia at some point. I think that was one of the fruits we said can grow in cold. So apples, pears, there's some dried small pieces of that. Definitely beets. Just if, you wanted some. I assume plums and that sort of thing also.
I'll grab like a handful of plums.
I'm sorry, they'd be prunes.
Oh.
Because they're dry, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Just disappointing, but I'll take it.
Disappointment fruit.
Now you know how every woman feels.
How?
I don't know if I followed that. I don't know if I want to.
Disappointed.
Burn!
take it.
That was a burn right there. I got
Okay,
you, boo.
see,
That's a burden on other people.
Not me,
thank you.
obviously.
Definitely.
Yeah, not the husband.
I'm not big brained enough to get that. I was like, what? But they're plums.
You get it now.
I do now.
So, folks, what would y'all like to do after getting a meager breakfast, outfitting yourselves for the day?
What do we need to do?
I'm gonna wander over to where we had that mass bonfire of bodies.
Okay.
I'm gonna just cast another decompose, just kind of.
On the rest.
Ash.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. And as the plant life starts to grow, bits of ash that are still remaining just drift off, pushed out into the. Well, I guess they don't drift off. They just kind of get hit with rain and then meld with the mud of the road.
Mm-hmm. Another final prayer to the Wild Mother.
Normally you burn people outside of town because you don't really want like grandma to be kind of drifting into your face as you're walking in the street.
I mean, yeah, but we didn't really have the options.
Did you want to go outside and burn bodies where there's a giant flesh monster running around the streets?
I thought they took down the flesh monster.
Oh, that's
Yeah, but we were burning.
Convinced.
The guards kill. Like, did it sound like the guards killed her? Or is it still?
Start roaming the streets.
That's a good question.
the big flesh mound did get taken out.
Yeah, they killed it while you guys were asleep.
So we did kind of blow off Lady Wachter the other night because, vampires and fire and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she wasn't leaving the safety of her home, so why should we leave the safety of the church?
No, I know. I just are we gonna try and do a makeup dinner or?
I'm gonna give Malayan this like look. It just kind of wordlessly asked, "Did we tell them about that thing?"
And Malayan's gonna nod yes. Well, Malayan rambled about it to them.
Okay, see, I
Because
wasn't.
Malayan has no concept of secrets.
Okay, see, I wasn't there for that, so I wasn't sure if you told them.
Mhm.
I think I missed the session that happened.
No, it was the session where we beat the crap out of the boy who was possessed by the spirit.
I was late to that, remember?
Yeah, he was behind on that.
I think I missed like the first half, and then like
Oh, that's right. 'Cause
the
he came running in while Yolanda was possessed.
yeah. Because I think I was
Fair enough.
doing dinner stuff with my pop. I don't remember. But yeah, that's all I wanted to check in because I don't remember if you talked to him about that.
I'll be honest, I don't remember what you're talking about right now.
That's okay, Dean.
So, as we're figuring out whether or not we're gonna go and see Lady Wachter, whoever the fuck that is, Aria's like, I go where you go as long as you help me find a wife.
Oh, I think there's like they have some at like that tavern we were staring at. There's like a
Mhm.
Blue Water Inn.
Yes, that's
We
where I
should
got
go
those.
there first.
I think we should probably help the town first.
That's
So,
helping the town, fluctuating the economy, you know? Supply, man.
I think maybe there's some bigger tasks at hand.
She has been in the upper echelons of 3 middle-level multi-level management.
Looks at the wealth trickles down.
God damn it, not this shit
I'm
again.
sure Adamus Smithus and I don't know, whatever Reagan's D&D name would be.
Romulus Reagan.
Romulus Regan.
Oh my god.
I need to make that
I
as
like
a character.
I like Adamus Smithus though.
Adonis Smithus.
Alright.
With the
Peak D&D, guys. Peak
It is
D&D.
completely up to y'all, by the way,
understand
who,
you guys don't exactly understand these kind of things. But trust me, I'm a genius.
just as a general, keep in mind that whoever is fastest to just point to a place, that's generally where I'll take y'all to. So, provided everyone is willing to go.
I guess I'll just go towards the old inn.
I'm gonna go towards the doctor's
Okay, those are both on the,
establishment.
yeah, they're on the same path.
Oh yeah, I guess if it's on the way, I'll check there.
Anyone else? No. Okay, perfect.
yeah, I'll follow him.
Goes.
Yeah, I'll go.
Well, I was asking if y'all had anything else you wanted to.
Yeah.
You pass by a number of burnt-out husks, skeletons of smoldering houses, maybe one or two small shops or like places of crafting and that sort of thing. But it seems, as you walk through the town and walk past a bunch of stunned and very silent people who are seemingly trying to pick up the pieces in the face of everything, it seems like most of the town did survive thanks to some of your efforts. A knock at the doctor's door leads to about 2 minutes of silence, finally followed by the good doctor, Vorashov, trying to like pull on a loose shirt as he opens up the door for all of you, and he's like leaning against the wall. He's so tired. Seems like he's maybe gotten an hour or two of sleep.
You need help?
No, not necessarily help. I need rest. Most of the people I brought here are stable now.
Oh, down. Lion will kind of gesture for him to lean down.
Sure. Lean.
Kiss on the forehead, lesser restoration.
Okay.
Should help a little bit.
Kind of nods, and he does very slightly flush and kind of glance at Irina. and then thanks you and goes to close the door.
Did you just tuck a full-grown man?
What?
I feel like that's like a little demeaning to him. Maybe he's I don't know.
It helped you feel better, didn't it?
What?
When you got out of the lake, you were kind of queasy and you didn't feel too hot, and I kissed you on your forehead. You felt better.
Oh, I thought you tucked him in.
No.
Never mind.
No, she kissed him on the forehead.
Never mind.
Basically the same thing, right?
Close
My
enough.
brain is so scattered. I'm sorry.
You
you
did
get
the,
him to
I mean,
sleep
technically
like
he did get a forehead kiss and then go to sleep, so he did get tucked in.
Sort of.
That would have been just, oh gosh. Can you imagine him too tired to fight back? Just, thank you. I don't know what this is.
That's what I thought happened.
This might as well happen.
Alright, you arrive at the inn. There are quite a few people standing outside of it. The door is closed. And while there are lights inside, it does not appear that they are currently serving anyone. You do, as I said, there is, light coming from inside. There is a fire going. You do see people moving around inside. But there's 15, 20 people just kind of piled around the entrance.
Everyone's waiting for the bar to open.
It might be closed.
Shame.
You see a door off to the side of it open, and one of the kids, who's oddly enough not playing tag with his brother, walk outside, and he's got a couple of sacks of food scraps that he's walking out back to kind of where the stables are. But other than that, didn't seem to be much activity other than a little bit of interior goings on, and then the crowd of people who are looking very glum and very annoyed that there is no wine to be had.
Some just the other day.
I mean, you see Vasola's just arms out, just gesture to the fucking mayhem around them.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting. Does it look like the building is the inn one of the places that got
It does not appear damaged at all. Not well, other than it just being an older place and
more damaged than the last?
yeah, it's not. It hasn't suffered any serious damage since the last time you were here.
Where to next then?
Well, first, fuck, what's her name? Aria? Aria? What is
area?
Area.
Area? Area, how important is it that you get the wine? Like, really important?
What?
How important is it that you get wine right now?
It doesn't have to be right now. It just need it for these stupid people who can wait, honestly, if they're asking for my help, but whatever.
What do you want the wine for again?
In character, I remember. Out of character, I do not at the moment.
You need to get secure delivery of wine for the town of Kresk to gain entrance.
There you go. and I'm doing some investigating there.
We also have a child with us.
So you need like a whole delivery of wine?
They're alcoholics.
Gotcha.
Just the winery.
Oh. Okay.
I appreciate y'all
Well,
for the trying to help, but I think we
I'm just
missed.
saying, I could look like that little kid and go back in there and take a few bottles if we really need them.
I don't feel like that's a great idea.
I also still don't think they'll have enough. I need a shipment.
Yeah.
Yes, child.
Hey. The
Yeah.
kid who was this is the older of the two boys from the inn. He's just like, hey, y'all are the sword people, right?
Yeah.
I'm
The ones who
Yeah.
corrupted
rich
things.
people, but
We need to have a sword.
I have a rape. I technically have a sword. Yeah.
Technically, I have a sword.
I have a rapier.
Those are cool. Anyway. Hey, come around the back.
okay,
Lion will follow.
Okay.
sure.
Following.
Gonna sell us drugs?
I'll follow with like I was gonna say. I'm gonna follow with a raised eyebrow.
There's another kid with a bucket of water just like from one of the windows just waiting. I'm kidding. That would be terrible. They would not do such a thing.
I mean, we all need the bath anyways.
They wouldn't get very far if they did.
Oh no. No, you get around the side of the inn where no people are gathered, and the kid says, "Wait here," and he goes inside, and after a few minutes of muffled conversation, the door opens up, and a kind of stern but motherly looking woman seems to be this child's parent. Steps outside and kind of offers a kid smile to all of you. I'm terribly sorry to ask for a favor with nothing to offer in return at the moment, but my husband said that he was taking care of some adventurers, and to be quite frankly, there is going to be this town is going to explode if we don't get
Going to?
Alex as well.
We were expecting a shipment of wine from the winery owned by my husband's family, and it hasn't got here yet. And it's...
You're telling me there's no wine?
We are down to a barrel.
Nighttime. Night.
Shoot.
I missed part of that because I was saying night to William.
They said, or she said, they are down to a barrel. She continues on to say that the delay was not as much of an issue then. Every now and then things are a week late, but it's been 2 weeks now, and they had enough to make it through one more normal week, but this is not a normal week anymore. So given the amount of people that are wanting a drink, and in addition, they are housing some refugees as well as some injured people in here, so opening up is not a good plan, but they're going to need to do something soon. They're going to have to start like going outside and pouring cups eventually. And...
So they also wine.
Huh?
So they also need alcohol.
Yeah, they're missing their shipment, which is what Kresk told you as well.
You want us to go to the winery?
Sorry about
Puppies.
that. Yeah,
Sorry.
They're excited.
they heard a noise, and they associated that with extreme violence.
Did you check the door though?
I woke up to violence.
I think one or two of them did. Yeah. She says, "I don't need you to necessarily go I'm not going to send you out to the winery. There are things that you could do here in town, but if you hear any news or if you do leave town, at least finding out some information, I could potentially pay you or offer you room and board here at the inn.
Or maybe wine?
And wine as well, indefinitely, if you're able to find a shipment. And also find out what happened to Davian's family if anything is wrong. It could be that the shipment just got delayed, or I trouble to think of anything else that might have happened, but things do happen, so...
So.
I guess we need to go to the winery.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
We might not want to blow off the lady again, though.
Yeah, we should probably take care of that first.
I have no regards to the lady, but like I said, I'm here for y'all.
We blew her off once. We probably shouldn't do that again.
I'm here for you too.
We
Who
are
said that?
all here together.
Oh,
Oh no!
Okay, I was asking who said that so I can ask if you said it in character.
Yes.
Uh,
No, that was a just thing.
No, the I'm in this for you. Like, who repeated it back to me?
Jean did.
I mean,
And yes, it was in
that's a
character.
character for Jane, yes.
Everything he says is in character.
The man is nothing else if not in character.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna wink at him then.
Who would have thought?
Winky winky. Nudge nudge.
Okay.
Anyway,
How's that counter going, Seashells?
Still haven't made one. Probably should.
Yeah, you probably should. We can wait. If I need to prep a winery.
so you really want to go talk to this lady? I bet she has wine.
I mean,
I don't
Who
like
knows?
chairs.
Who knows, Jean? Maybe she'll have a really fancy hat for you.
well, she did have someone offer us, like, a lot of money.
They gave us a lot of money.
They gave us a lot of money already.
And be exchanged for hats. So,
Yeah,
This
I don't
just
have
in,
any money.
can be exchanged for hats.
Wait, Brain, explain. Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Wait a minute.
I still don't have any of that money. If you guys know what happened to it.
I think Rakus had a hold of it.
So it's gone.
Marcus, you damn nerd, where's my money?
In the bag of holding.
Yeah, I don't think I kept any money.
He says, looking through his money.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I think it was in the bag of
It was in
holdings.
the bag of holding.
Okay, it's in the bag of holding.
Have a pearl. Or whatever that is. What is it?
It's a pearl.
It's a pearl.
It was
I
actually
have
the
a pearl.
beast's, but we forgot who it belonged to, so we gave it to you.
Well, I gave it to him because he's best friends with the beast.
I guess true.
And so if the beast ever returns, you can give it back to him.
Yeah, I just my dreams are clearing rooms with him.
I heard clearing rims are. I guess.
no.
You see Shell's
We're not
just
here to
saying no
judge, okay?
in the background.
Yes, I have Valsolus's and Jean's money, okay?
We get it, you're rich.
I'm not rich. It's their money. I just hold it because apparently I'm the money holder. I'm the purse.
You are the purse.
Yay. Well, I'm assuming y'all are having this part of the conversation in front of the lady. I think that's safe to
Yes.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we said we would we would do it.
Look into
Try our
it.
best. Look into it. I need to go to the winery anyways, so it's on the way.
Mm.
Almost like these plot hooks are tied together.
Oh no, we have more than one reason.
Sorry for railroading you through things you've already done.
I think the two of us who have only done the winery, like, it's me and Bolsola, so we're the
Yeah.
only ones who've done the winery.
The winery is really fun, actually. If y'all would like to
is.
go there, I can have it prepped. But eventually, this is going to turn into a lot of us just like cutting to the next scene as we tie up loose ends that y'all never got to explore, and then we'll jump back to the main game.
We need to hold out for Thad, though.
Yeah, that's one of the other things we're doing. We're waiting on our last person to get back.
Speaking of which, I'm working on something for him right now.
Oh no. Oh, baby
Binding.
thing.
Yeah, hand binding.
Hand binding, which sucks dick from the TikToks, fucking shit, the Snapchats I've been receiving.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks super pretty, but it looks amazing. It's just a pain in the damn ass. I'll send you some more Snapchats.
Boop boop. It keeps me going during the day.
I mean,
Anyways, going to the lady's house.
Yeah.
Have we seen this lady yet?
Nope.
Is she old? You guys think?
Do you
Possibly.
probably?
Yeah, to you probably.
Do I have to really go?
You don't have to.
That was Puppy.
That was puppy.
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 But if I don't go, will you get me wine?
Can we go to the lady's
No.
house?
No.
All right, let's go see the old lady.
Well, do we know where?
Nope.
Yeah, you
We're
were
gonna-
given directions. Or you could
Yeah,
just
I'm
ask someone.
Yeah, are we just gonna show up at her house randomly?
We have a W on the map. Does that stand for Wachter?
It does.
Yeah, because half of us went there, right?
Nope.
No.
Because the guy told you.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought they went to her house to, like, talk about it.
No,
No, we went to the Burger Master's mansion.
So.
Yeah, y'all went to the Burger Master, who told you to spy on Lady Wachter.
yeah.
I think, and I'm pretty sure Lady Wachter wants us to spy on the Burger Master.
Suck.
That'd be my guess, yeah.
Me saying that would suck, as if I'm in control of all that shit.
If you're not in control of this.
Whoa, political. Y'all like to have
Political
Lady
drama.
Wachters, y'all can do that. If
Guess we're doing
if you'd like to go tell the Burgermaster that Lady Wachter orchestrated the whole thing, you could also do that. It's up to y'all.
Kind of want to do that just
It'd
for
be
fun.
funny.
Just for the
Yeah.
lulz.
Yeah, like she's the reason the town was attacked.
She said the word Strahd.
She said a racial slur on twitter.com.
Alright, to the Wachter residence. This house, hold on, let me change the music. Let's make this more appetizing. And then I'll break into that really funny description of Wachter House. This is good music. That'll definitely work. Nothing like or enchanting to set the mood. This house seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you study the house's sullen countenance, you hear the edifice actually groan. Only then do you realize the extent to which the house hates what it has become. One of my favorite descriptive texts from this book.
Just this house hates itself.
Yeah, the whole thing is about the house just hating itself.
I don't like the look of this place. I bet you it doesn't either.
It's kind of scary looking.
You need to like take your weapons again.
What?
I don't have really any visible weapons. I have a stick that I can bonk people in the head with, but
I have some hidden daggers, but that's about it.
I could stick them in the bag of holding, but mine are pretty hard to hide.
What would you like to do, folks?
Knock on the door.
You knock on the door to the Wachters. A few minutes pass as you stand in the narrow vestibule. And after a small amount of time, a servant, an older gentleman, slouched features, relatively nice but old clothes, and a cane, opens the door.
Ugh.
Stares up at the giant ass lady in the doorway.
He does.
you know, a very tiny drow standing behind her.
Hello. What is it I can do for you all?
We were invited by Lady Wachter.
Yes. Her most.
Your wife?
No. Lady Wachter is the lady of the house. I am just a servant. If you will come through here, she will see you in the parlor, and tea will be served. And he opens the door further for all of you and kind of gestures his hand. There are 3 doors from this entryway that you walk into. He points to the leftmost one, which is open.
Do I have to duck to go inside?
Obviously.
Wait, sorry, I asked that question the wrong way. Do I even fit inside the building?
Yes.
With all those gains, no.
Here, 3 elegant couches surround an oval table made of black glass. All are set in front of a blazing hearth, above which hangs the portrait of a smirking gentleman sporting a broken nose and a tangle of hair graying at the temples. Several smaller portraits hang on the north wall. In one of the couches sits a middle-aged woman, very slightly graying blonde hair, dark brown eyes, just sitting at the couch in a set of mostly red, just kind of, I want to say, elegant houseware. Simple but well made, and dyed. She just smiles as you come in. She sets the book that she was reading aside on the table and folds her hands in front of her on her lap and smiles at you all. Yes, why don't you please come in and make yourselves comfortable at home?
Can I have Kai just like explore
Mm-hmm.
the house?
Can I make a
Well-
quick perception check with this lady? Sorry.
Yeah, Kai can likely explore.
And I have him roll stealth.
Yeah. I will get a map to you afterwards. But yes, you can make a. I'll probably call for a couple stealth checks, and I'll narrate it as we go when you get your
Alright.
feedback from him. If that's all right with you,
That's perfectly fine.
I will explore the house.
Jess. What do you want to make a perception check for?
No.
I want to kind of get a reading on this lady.
Oh, like an insight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you said perception. I was very confused. I was like, what are you looking
Insight or
for?
perception. They're both the same modifier for me.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Never
She
mind.
hasn't said much yet.
She seems nice, and her smile is pleasant. Kai immediately boofs into a wall, and the butler's like, "What?" But doesn't see Kai. You can explore the. I'll give you the kind of rundown of the lower floor here in a little bit.
I just imagine just him going around on his little kitty cat paw pads.
And you've seen this map before too, roughly. So
Yeah, I remember it.
yeah. All right. So yes, he gestures for the couches and everything, and just is smiling and just waiting. If y'all,
Milan will sit.
okay.
I'll stand, but I'll. Do you mind if I? He just pulls out a cigarette.
No, by all means, go ahead. As I said, make yourself at home.
So, is there a coffee table?
Yes, there is.
I put my feet on the coffee table.
Yolanda swats his arm.
Back ahead.
Oh, why is everyone hitting me?
Yolanda,
I didn't even do it this time.
Double whammy. Oh my god.
Lady Wachter even laughs a little bit. She's like, "It's fine. It can be cleaned."
This is what I do at my
feet on
home.
someone's
What's
table.
wrong with you guys?
We're
Brackus has a
trying.
rude face.
Look, y'all have
She
had
said, make yourselves at home.
I did, and y'all have had a rough day, and I'm sure the night wasn't much better.
I slept like a baby.
Lucky you, I got getting woke up to help people.
Yeah, sorry we weren't able to make it last night.
I might,
Whole being attacked by vampires thing.
I might have the thing for you, dear. And she's looking at the lion. You do like tea, yes? The rest of you, yes? Okay.
Wine, please.
I can do that
He's-
as well.
I'm gonna smack him too.
He's too young.
Can't have wine.
He can't have one. He's too young.
Arabelle just in the back. I'm gonna have it.
Yeah,
I am
I'll
so
take
old.
wine.
None of you have any manners. You wait until it's offered to you.
She's offering.
She offered her tea, not you wine.
Technically, she did offer if we all wanted tea.
I'll take tea with a lot of wine in it.
He was requesting wine. If
I'll take just wine.
I do respect your want to avoid any social faux pas and to maintain decorum. But as I
It's
said,
against my religion to drink tea.
please make yourselves at home.
You're
And
so
if there's anything I can do for you while you're here and we're speaking, please let me know. I do wish to help. I trust that all the supplies were delivered yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
And the butler who's just been standing in the doorway, she just kind of looks at him and he's like, "Yes, ma'am, right away." And he just hobbles out of the room to go find.
There's a wall that's not too far away. I'm gonna lean myself against that and just like cross my arms, put my foot against the wall, and shake my head.
I too was part of the cool kids club at one time.
Oh my
I'm
god.
kidding.
Is he your only servant, by the way?
Oh, no, not at all. He mostly answers the door. He was a distant relative on my husband's side, and well, as he was getting up in years, he stopped being able to work as a cobbler. So I have employed him here, and he gets to stay at the house and enjoy some of the niceties. It's the least I can do. Regardless, there are other people. You don't have to worry about him with the tray. You do hear, and Kai would see just kind of circling around. Downstairs, Kai manages to find a set of stairs that go up to a second floor, and then finds a kind of a kitchen with its own little pantry, as well as a room that mostly seems like it's just storage. There's some wine barrels, boxes, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
In that room, and then those are the only doors down here that are open, but you can have him wait, or he could head upstairs.
I'll have him head upstairs.
Make one more of those stealth checks for me. And Kai also sees like 3 or 4 servants busily preparing a nice like silver tray. It has all these teacups, and then
God, all these these rolls are not
oh
good
wow,
today.
all these teacups, a bottle of purple grape, no, not purple grape mash. I'm sorry, Red Dragon Crush is
Mhm.
put on ice actually.
Oh, how
Um,
fancy.
they are also boiling a second pot of water and have some stuff that looks kind of like tea.
Mhm.
It looks like ground something or other that they're working on. That's what Kai sees on its way upstairs. Bumps into another wall, but otherwise is doing just fine.
Being a bird.
I like the idea that there's just like a little bird in a store noise. It's just. Meanwhile, one of our dogs has found a bowl. He's just dragging it around the floor.
Aw.
Lady Wachter's just kind of watching you all. There's this look of slight amusement on her, just playing across her face as she watches y'all settle in and takes note of the ones who are trying to be cordial and the ones who are fully embracing that make this your home.
Malaya knows better. Her mama would have boxed her ears.
Boxed her ears?
Give smack.
Hmm.
No, like I understood that. I just never heard it called that before.
Oh yeah.
So, Lady Wachter. If I may call you just Lady or Wachter or.
Fiona, or if you prefer Lady Wachter, that's perfectly fine as well.
Fiona's nice. Have you heard anything about an interruption in travel or trade between here and the winery?
That's the strangest thing, actually. Yes, I receive deliveries from the winery. Wizard of Wines, it's called, and it's the only one of any worth around here. It's near Kresk, a little bit off the beaten path, but I haven't received a shipment in I think 2 weeks now.
Yeah, we
No.
really should go check that out.
No word from them saying like this is why, or
I've sent 2 of my men off to look into it, but they haven't returned yet. I imagine it won't be for another few days before I hear back. I take it based on you asking that this is the first you've heard of it?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
It's
A lot of people
troubling.
are missing their wine shipments, apparently.
And I don't have the stores to give out.
no one was asking you to. I was just
Well, I
curious.
understand, but
If you have something to share with friends, I mean, who are we to say no? Honestly,
I have some, yes, but I'm worried about what it will do to the town if they're unable to imbibe, especially given what happened yesterday. I was able to see some of it from upstairs, but I'm afraid my days of running out into the fires and braving it are over at this point.
no.
The lady of this land was not happy with Balakia.
Oh, so you know them.
Oh, they prefer them. That's good. She's very confused.
No, I think
No,
it's
yes. Um,
it's
What I
so
mean to
odd
say-
that it's.
what I mean to say is you knew that
It's a she?
it
Yes.
was a she,
She's
yes.
a real cunt.
She
an
is
insight
very
check, Gene. Or anyone, actually.
I want to. I want to.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyone make it.
roll what?
Insight. Jesus!
Woo! The lion's so insightful.
Aria's like staring at a fly. Belsolus is pointing out the fly to Aria.
either that or he's staring at her tits.
Mm.
The world may never know.
Jean is
Maybe
also
the flies
staring.
are on my tits.
No, Jean is just being Jean.
Gene's just being.
Aria and
I'm
Belsolus
just
are
looking
both
at the
staring
door, waiting for the wine to come.
Aria and Belsolus are both just staring at Aria's tits.
There's a fly on. Yeah.
There's a fly on them.
Staring at the fly on the tits of the big bad lady. Staring at the fly on the tits of the big bad lady.
I will say, Yolanda, you see a little bit of flinch. You're not sure why. Malayan, she seemed a little insulted.
Okay. I'll take that down.
Mm-hmm. She kind of turns her attention to Jean. I don't think we should. Well, I wasn't there. Obviously, I don't know all that transpired or why it transpired, but definitely shouldn't use one event to judge a person's countenance.
Was that a puppy sneeze? Because that was
It
adorable.
was a little
That
bark.
was barking.
I thought that was a little bork.
Things Malayan is confused about.
Well,
The comprehensive list.
you're right. You weren't there. But I am sorry if I offended you with my crude language. I'm not really around people very often, so I don't really get to talk to a lot of people. It's just like mainly these guys, and they just hit me for no reason, like you saw earlier. So I'm like a
I'm not
battered
around a lot of people
child.
either, and I don't act like you do.
Like a battered person, you know?
I could
I
hit
love the dichotomy of two isolated people. Jean just goes fully feral, and then there's Malayan.
When are you in quarantine?
What are you in quarantine?
Take your inspiration.
Yay!
It's been a while since we were given some out, I realized that. I'm so stingy. Did you just call me a whore? From the other room. Man, if only Fiona had some high-level spells to kill your character with.
You're just gonna have to bring life in another character, so it doesn't give a fuck to me.
But then no one would be able to stare at titties.
Oh, I'd make another big titty lady. I'd
Okay.
make the exact same character, but I'd name her Liana.
It's her twin.
It's not area, it's perimeter.
It's diameter. Demeter.
Demeter, yeah. Parameter.
Paladin of the Raven Queen.
That was like multiple levels of pun. Anyway. Wachter shakes her head and says, you don't have to apologize. Do tell me though, what happened exactly over there at the church?
No long story.
Well, it starts at the coffin maker's shop, and he wasn't a very nice person. Apparently, he had been harboring
Maybe we
vampires
don't
in
need
his
to-
shop.
Go through all of this, right? It's just, long story short, vampires attacked, and Strahd appeared outside the church, right? We don't need to go into the super details about what we were doing or what we were there for.
I mean, if you listen,
I
feel
mean, we
free
were
to be
there
candid
because we
here.
were getting attacked by vampires.
Feel free to be candid here, and be assured that I'm not going to report you for anything so silly as believing that a name is a curse.
Names can carry curses, though.
But saying
Jean,
Strahd
not
should
this
not be.
again.
I have to agree with him on this, actually.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I'm a magical being. Why does no one trust me?
referring to Countess
Because you
Strahd by her
say
name.
things that aren't true a whole lot.
You lie very often, it's true.
I tell the truth all the time.
Can I insight that?
Yeah. 1 second though. Well, go ahead.
You didn't say that.
I honestly can't think of a single thing I've lied about.
Eat shoes.
I know, shit. I'm still staring at a fly on my boob.
Do you want help with
Nope. I'm staring at a fly on my tit.
that? Okay.
Oh,
So-
God.
So what happened was,
I believe him.
long story short, the coffin maker had vampires spawn in his house. They got out of his house and started attacking people. Went to the church. And there was bones at the church, so then the vampire spawn couldn't get into the church. And then Strahd showed up. And said something about taxes?
Yeah, apparently y'all owe a lot of taxes.
Just a few. I guess I should say mayors, but the or burgomaster, if you prefer the term, the family that has been in power for a few generations now has not paid anything, and the one before that, nothing either. I think it's been close to 200, 300 years that Vallaki has been in defiance of the Countess.
Let's just say that someone here, I don't know, Fracus, that doesn't know what taxes are. What exactly are taxes?
Yeah, what are taxes?
As you're asking this, there's just like a camera pan to Irina sitting on one of the couches in that corner, just kind of silently just reliving her PTSD from the church. And then Arabelle is just like behind the couch, just like leaned on it, just listening intently.
Oh yeah, we have a baby with us.
About that time, she begins explaining taxes to you and tax law in Vallaki.
You just have to give money to people?
A cart with a tray. Nice silver platter is brought in. There are two separate kettles, as well as a chilled bottle of wine and glasses for that. The first kettle is a wine just based on passive perception. It's a nice herbal tea. The second one is somewhat bitter, but very strong smelling. In a roasted coffee bean sort of way. You just got, there's D&D coffee now, guys. The thing.
D&D coffee!
And then obviously wine,
I'll take some coffee.
which is iced for the first time. Well,
I'll
served
take
cold for the
coffee.
first time. Yeah, all of y'all are just gonna become coffee addicts by the end of this campaign. My goal.
Gonna be paying a lot of money to the Vistani for coffee.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. But yeah, a couple of servants for whatever you like, so you have your drinks. Those of you that have never experienced coffee before in the D&D world, feel free to roleplay that out if you so choose. But otherwise, yeah, you get maybe a 5-minute intro course into Vallaki tax law. She seems to be pretty in the know of how it works, and does add in that the Wachter family still does, along with a select few in town, still does contribute taxes. Because that is what you do if you live in a society.
Let me get this straight. You just have to give away the money that you made to someone else because they say so. That's dumb.
Well, that's how you pay for like roads and stuff. And
Have you been out there? Those roads are dirt.
No, that's true.
They are surely better than what they could be, though. This whole land could be nothing but mist surrounding the towns. Valaki is...
Do the taxes keep the mist away?
You'd be surprised. Valaki is fortunate enough to have decent soil around, and the mists have receded far enough away that we've been able to have farmland here. But I don't know that that will last for too long, given what transpired.
Yeah, she wasn't really happy with
What
whiskey.
What did she even want? Other than to inform us on the taxes.
Just to talk.
To invite us to dinner.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
She's just like staring like pointedly at Irina. Like she's not figured it out, but you can tell that she's trying to get a read on. She knows that it's not the full story.
I'm gonna try and like pull her attention away.
Okay.
From Irina. Yes, it's a whole convoluted thing. The dinner, vampire spawn. It's all rather messy. Why did you want us here exactly? Speaking of talking.
Yeah, I was about to ask, what was the point of being here?
Well, my reason for wanting you all here was multi-part. The first is I want to associate names and faces and see if you are people with whom I deem worthy of hiring out if you so choose. Pardon me if I presume too much with that, but you do seem like the adventuring sort, and we do get those every generation or so, Balaki. In addition, if I judged your character right based on my reports, you want to do good, yes? You helped out
Some of
me.
us want to. Bolan will look pointedly at Brackus.
He will
Sorry.
do from now on.
Sorry, hold on. Repeat that. I was texting my mom. Say that again.
Nothing, just say yes.
No.
Oh, no, you don't want the +3 Great Sphere? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, it's too late.
Too bad you
She,
said no.
Wachter asked if the group likes to do good, and then everyone just kind of turned and looked at Brackus.
And then Aria was like, he will do good from now on.
We have, different people have different motivations.
I mean, word does travel. You saved your friend here, and she just kind of like indicates her hand towards Arabelle. And I've heard that the orphanage had some unfortunate goings on. I'm not sure exactly what the process was, but you managed to get
There's
in
a
there and
kid who
fix
was
it.
possessed by a demon.
That is very troubling. I don't have much to say in response to that. That's terrible. But it's been remedied. And everyone is all safe.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well,
Probably just slightly traumatic.
yes, I
Yeah.
imagine so. If
A little trauma's good for kids.
It
I
builds
don't think that's
character,
true.
but
Keeps them scared.
She does the face.
yeah, I was gonna say the soul kind of follows suit. It's just, builds character. It builds character
Was it?
If I do judge
a
you to
little.
be the people I think you are, then you would want the best for Vallaki and this land as a whole. I think last night's events are an unfortunate sign that, based on what you've told me, that there didn't seem to be any specific cause for the violence other than these taxes and just Vallaki's blatant defiance to Lady Strahd's dominion.
Well,
Mhm.
to be fair, a tyrant's a tyrant's a tyrant.
It wasn't really very clear why there was just vampires in this guy's house. don't
I'll explain it to you later.
feel condescended to.
You did
be
die
fair-
yesterday, so.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
More to do with Umpany than we do. Okay.
I feel like Lady Wachter this whole time is just like,
Wait, what about dying?
yeah.
These are who's gonna help me?
I don't mean to glance over something that sounds very traumatic, but that doesn't quite make too much sense. I hope you're okay. Meanwhile,
Fine.
Yolanda just sitting there like constant pain.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not very clear exactly why there were campfire spawn, but what were you saying about trying to do good for the town?
The troubling fact is, unrest has been boiling here for quite some time, and I worry that it's going to spill over into open confrontation. The burgomaster, I shudder to even give him the title. He's just a spoiled man who doesn't know what to do with power. Regardless, he wants to pretend that everything is okay, that all will be well, and we should just smile through it all and do these ridiculous festivals and just pretend that Barovia as a whole is okay. I understand I guess the childlike need for such security, but I feel like events like this are just going to get worse.
Back.
In addition, I've been hearing troubling reports from some friends of mine that things are not all well, as he likes to put it, within his Reformation Center. You can call it that. Things of prison. That he acts like it's a courthouse and a guards barracks with some holding cells, but there are people that have gone in there that have never come out. In addition, I worry his guardsman is out for my head. That brute of a man, Isaac. I've heard that he's trying to gather evidence that I'm somehow responsible for all of the woes of this town, or that I am fomenting unrest or something of the sort if I wasn't...
To be fair, ma'am, the way you are speaking is basically promoting unrest.
Oh,
It
I'm by no means trying to act like I don't disagree
Stir the
with
pot.
him.
Sorry.
I do disagree with him fundamentally. I believe that this town could be a great place if it focused on
Paying its taxes.
it's not even the taxes, it's more just the
Person in charge.
keeping the people happy by allowing them the freedom of information and not sugarcoating and hiding the awful truths from them.
Ma'am, while I agree with that sentiment, the common folk sometimes ignorance is bliss with these situations.
I mean, it could be like home. I mean, the city that's close to where I live.
What do you mean?
Everybody knows it's a shithole and they like it there.
Does Malayan live near Baldur's Gate?
Huh?
Does Malayan live near Baldur's Gate?
No, she lives near Shady Creek Run.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I assume every time anyone mentions shithole, it's just Baldur's Gate.
The Detroit of D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, so you know.
Yeah.
I'm not
I-
sure.
Ignorance can be bliss, but there's a wealth of knowledge in this town, and the fact that there are no schools. We barely have a doctor. Not that he's not good, but he has no resources. We
And
have.
uh,
Go ahead.
Maybe you should direct some of those taxes to the doctor.
you could yeah, to be fair, you could also have donated supplies.
And I do. And yes, taxes would go, but we have not seen a single copper go into taxes that has not been used for something other than a frivolous festival and to bolster his own wealth.
I
Or
don't agree. I agree that there should be an equality amongst everyone.
that's all I'm really pushing for: open and honest transparency. I have no
Tell-
illusions that if I weren't of noble birth, that I would be in that Reformation Center right now because of the things I say, in my opinion. But I don't think that's how it should be run.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Reformation Center.
Yes, as I said, he pushes it off as if it's a courthouse and a guards barracks with some holding cells, but
That's death.
people have gone in there and have not come out. Friends of mine have gone in there and not come out, or came out fundamentally changed.
Why? Not why are they changed? I don't assume that you know that, but why? Why is he putting people?
The general line for any punishments is that the people were reprimanded and, she air quotes, placed in the stocks or confined in a cell for malicious unhappiness or causing dissent. This could be so much as saying that you do not want to attend the festival or disagreeing with the law in town.
Being in prison can change you.
I have questions, but I'm not going to answer that. Ask them right now. Is what Yolanda is thinking.
You should, if you have the chance, go to the small trade post right outside the stockyards. Lost all its business to the stockyards, and you'll see why after meeting with the owner. She used to be a good friend of mine. We literally have not been able to speak since. She was gone for 3 weeks.
Can Yolanda insight check the Lady Wachter to see if she believes what she's saying about all the that stuff?
Yeah, all of that stuff. Yes, you can.
Can I
All of
help?
that.
You can make
All
a
of
separate roll.
that.
I can make a separate roll. I'll roll another 5.
13.
Wasn't a 5.
No. She
13.
seems to be genuinely passionate that the burgermaster should not be in charge. You do get a hint of, I could do this so much better. But her examples that she's giving, she seems to be... she's not like giving you a tell that she's lying or anything.
Wow, that's fucked up.
It is fucked up. To put it bluntly, I suppose. But all I wanted to do was make you aware of the issues in this town since you are new. You need to be prepared and know that there are consequences if you step even a toe out of line. It's important that you are aware of what could happen to you. Additionally, if there's anything you can do,
I'll be honest. It seems like you're hinting at a bit more than just making us aware. He paid a lot of money up front for us to just come to a meeting.
I feel like that was a gift.
Feels like
Yeah, but gifts don't really come.
Your friend,
In my experience, gifts come with a knife in the bag.
there's no knife to be had, but you are right. It was more than just a gift. It was to make sure that I was able to get an audience with you. In addition, if you were able to enact some sort of, she kind of just smiles, change within the community, know that you would be rewarded. I don't want to make it out like I am trying to bribe you. I truly do what is best for Valaki. I think your arrival here marks a when I was little, I went on a let's say an embarkation to find myself, so to speak. And I met some people along the way who guided me towards, I believe, a prophecy or fate. I spoke with a Fastani woman and then a man along the road. And then had a very enjoyable dinner with a certain someone that lives in a certain castle. And was promised that so long as I did my due diligence to make sure that Valaki was moving in the right direction, and that I kept the old customs, Valaki would be safe. I don't think the promise was broken. I think there were other pressing matters at hand, and I'm not sure what they were, but I think there's more to the situation than you or I are aware of, and I worry what's going to happen to the town if we aren't doing what we're supposed to, in a sense. Fate can be fickle. She's just like pensively staring at her mostly undrunk glass or cup of tea.
The tea's poison.
She has drank some of it, just not a lot. That's what I meant.
Jean, now is not the time.
The Burgermaster, just out of character real quick, the Burgermaster really is, there is no war in Bossing say. That's very accurate.
There is no Strahd in Valaki.
There is no Strahd in Valaki. Someone needs to mean that. Just saying.
So there's not a specific thing that you would like us to do. You're not offering employment.
I don't wish to employ you or pay you blood money. And I'll make no allusions here. The town would be a better place if the Burgermaster was removed, but I'm by no means asking you to kill him.
Well, who would replace the Burgermaster? Someone's got to replace the bird. There's like a power vacuum. Someone has to pop in.
Yes, there would be a power vacuum. I'm not going to pretend like I wanted be envious of the position. My family would be, or at least myself, I'm the last of my family, would be in a position to become the Burgermaster. But the Burgermaster has always been an elected job up until the Valakovich family took over a couple of centuries ago. Since then, it seems like it's just passed down between families. I would like an election to be held, and if I am chosen, which I will admit there is a good degree of likelihood. If I was to be chosen, I would do my best to make sure that everyone is better off from it. But I by no means am out there to just seize power for myself. There are other notable candidates. Why, um, Mr. Voyshoff, the doctor, he's not a resident of, Valaki as far as roots are concerned. He isn't, long-standing, and he definitely wasn't from here, but he seems well-versed and educated. The Mardikovs, one of them possibly could take over as, alderman, or alderwoman, I suppose, of the town, or, burgomaster and mistress, if they choose. There are a few people in town that I could probably point to as well that could do good. But I want an election. We have enough tyrants, as you said earlier.
This sounds. It sounds like it would be a good thing, but I'm just not sure what you want us to do about it.
I think you
Murder
just
the
want
burgomaster.
them out.
I think that's a bad idea for various reasons.
As I said, I'm not asking you to harm him. I'm not. I won't lose much sleep if that is what happened. He's a despicable man with a despicable son. But
Wait, what's wrong with his son?
we can address that in just a moment. I don't need you to kill him or harm him. If it happens, it happens, but for the most part, I just need a new... Vallaki needs a change.
So then,
Yes,
how
so-
do you imagine this taking place? What is the course of action?
If enough people or enough force is brought to him to remove him from town...
Are you saying rebellion?
I don't know that a rebellion would be necessary. Everyone is, I'm sure, at their wits' end already. I don't want more bloodshed. His guards might put up a token defense, and surely his bodyguard would, the captain of the guard would probably defend him. But if a small force were to gather and demand that he leave town, and the guard were met with enough resistance to put them at bay, he wouldn't have much else to do other than leave. He could go to Barovia Village or Kresk, and word could be sent in advance of his doings. I'm sure that if we were able to get into the Reformation Center or his house, we could find evidence of his manipulating the taxes to line his own pockets. Honestly, if you could find something like that and just deliver that to the public, that might be enough.
I'm okay with this. If there's somebody corrupt in somewhere, I would be completely okay with taking them down and letting justice fall quickly.
We weren't even planning to stay here for long. I thought we were gonna go to the winery soon.
It's on the way.
That could help too. If you want to think on it, you are under no time frame other than please know that the city is. These are probably some of the darkest days we've had in years.
The darkest days you've had so far.
Thanks
Indeed.
for that terrifying thought.
I mean, there could always be darker ones.
They likely will, especially if you're saying that wine is scarce around here. I can't imagine what all these people are going to do if they don't have anything to turn to other than to look at the source of all their misery.
I need to insight that to see if she's trying to suggest that we're the cause.
Okay.
Like,
And
that phrasing made me feel like she's gonna turn the town against us if we don't do her shit.
And I insight that as well.
Yeah, you can both insight.
Yeah!
She
I
wasn't.
got
It does not. Based on how this conversation is going, you're pretty sure she meant the Burgermaster, not y'all.
Yeah.
Or they might even try to openly rebel against Strahd, which would not end well.
Okay, because I was just like, bitch, how can you ask us for a favor and then turn cheek and be like, I'll fucking
I'm
kill
pretty
you?
sure-
No.
Pretty sure she's talking about the mayor.
Yeah.
this sounds like something that should not concern us.
And you're under no obligation. Do know that if you are able to help, citizenship could be granted to you. You'd be citizens of Valaki for whatever that's worth.
Oh boy, citizenship.
Sure.
Did you just say
Ah.
citizens pay taxes?
As well as I do own, well, did own, some properties that were treated to me by actually the Zarovich clan hundreds of years ago, but they've since been abdicated by a certain family here in town.
Yeah, your idea of citizenship means nothing to me.
If you don't want, if you're not in it for the home and citizenship and anything that entails, that is perfectly fine. I'm not asking or paying or employing you to do anything. I just wanted you to be aware, and I want you to know that it is the best interest of this town if you are the people you say you are.
Where there is a power in justice, it is my business to help correct that imbalance.
Uh-huh. So, onto the winery.
We can do January 1st, but I'm coming
Thank
back.
you very much, Mrs. Wachter. It seems like everybody's had their fill of tea.
And wine.
So, someone's had a little too much wine. Thank you for informing us and your gracious gift earlier. Definitely not a bribe. You should probably be leaving.
Go, I'm sure you have much to talk about and much rumor to sort out. You have to still figure out if you can trust me. I understand.
No.
I do truly... Don't condescend me, sir. I do
Oh,
truly
no, I
want what's
like her.
best for Valaki, and I do truly want what is best for Barovia. And living in squalor and pretending like we're not is not the right way. We could be lifting ourselves up, at least in some ways, and I don't think that would anger the the goddess of this land. But by all means, if you're able to get wine to this town, if nothing else, I'd be indebted to you. Save me a
Sorry,
bottle.
did you say goddess of this land?
Countess Strahd controls much in Barovia, much more than any mortal could. Much more than any creature could.
So you think they're a god or goddess?
I'm using it in a relative term. I don't believe she's on the same scale as the Morning Lord or anything like that, but she definitely has control over weather and the animals. Magic's far beyond mortal kin.
Oh, that's terrifying. Thank you for the tea and for the wine.
And the terrifying nightmares.
I want you to be aware, and if you have done something to upset the Countess. She probably wouldn't outright tell you, but you're definitely in her sights.
That was obvious when I got transported.
My advice is play nice and mind your manners around her more than you were with me.
Yeah.
They like to teach
already know
lessons.
this.
Anyway, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
I couldn't resist it there.
Before we leave, does Kai find anything upstairs of note?
I've been waiting to get you the bedroom stuff. So make one more stealth check for me.
Okay, come on, buddy. I know you can do this. Use those little kitty cat paws.
Little Kit Kat paws.
Kitty cat. He's an owl and a cat.
Yay!
Yay!
He's an owl, but if you remember,
Okay.
he's like a little
He's a
owl
cat.
griffin thingy.
He's cat owl. He's an owl
He's
cat.
got a little.
He's
Yeah,
like
he's
the
got-
Carver Tops.
Extra sneaky.
He's an alley cat.
Yeah, he's got
Ooh.
Sorry. All right. So
little kitty paw pads and purrs.
The best of both worlds.
adorable. Okay. So the Kai flies upstairs, takes a right into an open room. Nothing out of the ordinary. There's a neatly there is a neatly made bed, an oil lamp on a bedside table, wooden chest, wardrobe, window box with drapes. There do appear to be a large pile of clothes just like pushed under the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone just cleaned it in haste or is very lazy. Flying out of that room on the other side of the staircase, this opens out into a large library. The room is crawling with cats who just look at Kai and look up at Owl Cat and just
Just does like a small
yeah. Bookshelves.
response.
Yeah, bookshelves hug the walls in here, but most of the shelves seem bare. There's a table, a chair, wine cabinet. The room has an irregular shape. None of its angles seem quite right, as though the shifting of the house has set the whole place on edge. Out of this room, there is another two more doors on this side, and then one closed door on the other. One of the doors that Kai gets to is bolted, like padlocked from the outside, and you can hear scratching on the inside of it, and hissing like a cat. And then beyond that is another kind of sparse bedroom. And then there's like a broom closet. But there are only two rooms that you were able to get into. A large room, probably another bedroom, and then a room with a big cat on the other side of it.
Lady has a lot of cats.
Crazy cat lady.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Taylor, you would have gotten one, but it would be not from Ava. It would have been like just a traveling one. So I'll get it to you later.
Okay.
But,
but that's it. Just like a bolted door with scratching.
and kind of
A
nice
big
bedroom door.
library with like lots of cats.
Two more bedrooms, and then the last door that you couldn't get in either.
Can't try and maneuver those little paw paws into.
Make me a sleight of hand.
Hooray.
Which one do you want to go for? Do you want to go for the padlock or the unlocked room?
Do they show anything remotely like what they might be door wise, like or room wise?
Both of them seem just general. What you've seen so far, they're probably bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a decent guess as to what they were.
Is which one does it? Is there one that seems like it's more hers?
Yeah, probably not the padlocked one, but the other one. It seems like
The
it's a bigger
bolted
room.
one?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's just
Wait,
closed. It's just closed. It's not padlocked.
Wait, I thought the bolted one was the one with the scratching.
Padlocked one has scratching. The other one is just a closed door.
Oh, okay. I'll just try and open the. I'll try and like sneak in and open that door.
Okay. And yeah, sleight of hand.
Okay. I can't have him change, right? I have to like use that spell.
You'd have to use the spell again, yeah.
Okay. I guess sleight of hand. Here we go. No.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Just sounds like a cat scratching at a door. I imagine.
There is cat scratching. I'm tempted to make like the handle of the door just like fall off, but I feel like Kai would not even have been able to achieve that. So it just ends up with Kai giving up on trying to open it and just like outside scratching and the typical cat can't get into a room it wants to get into noise.
Mm-hmm.
Until the cat figures out how to open a door, and then they scare you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. And you know that downstairs Walker's just like, I'm sorry, we have cats.
So many cats.
I guess as we're leaving, I'll call back Kai and.
Okay.
Do I need to stealth again?
No, this last one was for everything else.
Okay, I just wanted to check, like, see if like Kai can stealth back to me.
I mean, it definitely will catch up to you stealthily on your way out. You know that the butler's just gonna like barely miss seeing it again.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all can
There's
exit
another cat.
into the Lockheed property once more.
Oh, thank God. That music was getting on my nerves.
At a game, I know this woman worships devils, but Yolanda kind of likes her.
Lady Wachter is so good. Like, as a character, she's so much fun.
She's a great character. But like I
It's just
said,
your
like,
choice if you want to. I mean, the only reason, let's be real, the only reason you have such a problem with her is because she reminds you of you. Well, it reminds Amethyst of Amethyst. Yeah.
no, she reminds Amethyst of Amethyst's mother.
It's fair.
Mm-hmm.
In which I don't think anyone in the party knows, Amethyst despises her mother.
Diana has been told that.
There was a beautiful friendship forming until a paladin did the thing.
Yeah, I think if
Not
Sora
you.
wouldn't have opened her mouth, that fight would have gone differently. But no, Sora had to open her damn mouth. And I freaked out because she started doing a summoning spell. And my mind went, oh, summon greater demon, not happening. And I counterspelled it. And now she's mad at me.
And that's a rivalry. And then you fireballed her house.
And then you went to her house and sent a fireball at her.
Again, that was in direct relation to a death threat against me.
That's fair.
True.
See, jokingly, I was about to suggest, hey, does anyone have any like pitch or something that I can give Kai to just, burn her house down?
Just give Kai like a red gas can and make him go upstairs and just pour it on the way down the stairs.
Essentially, just give him some petrol.
Yeah. Be like every GTA mission ever. Sorry.
Let's not set things on
No, see,
fire.
this isn't even a fucking GTA. My brain instantly went to Red Dead, where it's just Lady Wachter just talking to us like, "Listen, I got a plan." just
Oh,
fucking
no.
being Dutch.
Arthur. Bill's
Oh,
also
sorry,
in the
gotta-
corner talking to Arya, just, you're okay, girl.
Gotta fly there, buddy.
Whoa, now. It's just Arlo in the corner supplying all the voice lines. Anyway, as you leave the Wachter mansion, or what once was probably a mansion, you see two town's guardsmen just kind of look over at you and then turn and start walking off back into town. You see a number of people just in the streets picking up things or sifting through. There are some buildings over here that were harmed, and it seems like people are in the process of beginning repairs, but most of them seem very disheartened. This is the first tragic event they've had forever, and it's just kind of that day after.
Maybe they should have paid their taxes.
Remember,
I
kids.
didn't want to get attacked by vampires.
Well, no, here's the thing. They didn't want to be a part of the worst kind of slavery. Taxation.
I'm gonna pause for 1 second. Not for that. Oh no.
I mean, if you are a lord, Rakis is all for it, right? It's a lawful evil way to extort your subjects.
Yay!
You know, I hate that I can't. I hate. I hate that I can't argue against that. Like, it's true. I don't know. I don't have anything for that.
Strahd, please, we're starting. Yeah, but it's
I mean,
the law,
trust me,
so...
when I get back to the astral plane, I'm gonna have a talk with Blackith. Praise her name.
Just like, so. How about this thing called
implementing
taxes?
a tax
You should have
policy among your space
seen them.
pirates?
They just give you money. You don't even have to kill them. They just give it to you. Crazy.
Because you don't kill them, they then going to make more money, which they will then give to you.
Breakfast is next week on Curse of Strahd. Breakfast formulates a Ponzi scheme.
I mean, who needs raiding and pillaging when you can just
When you have
give
the
me
IRS.
your money or I will... Give me the IRS. Yeah.
Space pirate IRS.
Look, even the Joker doesn't want to mess with the IRS.
It's the GIRS, the Githyanki Internal Revenue Service.
Oh God.
And I'd be
I love
like,
that.
it'd be like intra-realm internal service. I don't even know.
Yeah.
The astral. I don't know.
The
Kitties!
Astral Revenue Service.
Did you say arse?
Yeah. Astral Revenue Service. I'm sorry, I'm distracting y'all.
What are you doing?
I don't know. What are y'all doing? Y'all are just out in the street. You wanna go? I can get you to a winery, it's fine.
I feel like we should go to the winery.
It's up to y'all what
That
y'all like to do.
lady was kind of like, giving off the right kind of vibes, but she was definitely hiding something, right? Anybody feel like that?
Oh yeah, no, I don't trust
He
her.
was definitely hiding something.
Yeah,
I
those of
feel
you,
like she was telling the truth about a lot of that, though.
yeah, and those of you that have made a high insight through at any time throughout that whole experience, yes, she was hiding stuff, but she was genuinely passionate about the things she was being selective about saying. I guess we could say. She
definitely bribed us.
Yeah, she definitely bribed you, but then openly admitted to doing it so that it wasn't as bad. She, like, Lion with your fucking 27 insight, and Yolanda with your 25, and whoever else rolled super high on that.
I got a 20 on the last one.
Yeah, 20 on the last one. Yeah, she definitely is very carefully choosing her words and very clearly wants something. But she also believes, she's of the opinion that if she lays it out on the table, and openly, yes, I don't like the Baron. Yes, things would be better if he's dead. No, I don't need you to kill him. Like, rather than just sugarcoating or hiding it. She's trying to get her way, but she's being selective about how she does it.
We missed a huge chunk of that.
Yeah, you cut out in the middle.
Oh, well, basically, she's smart at talking, is what it amounts to. She's very selective about how she phrases things.
It didn't seem like she was directly lying about like the stuff the Baron is doing.
No, she didn't tell a lie that whole time.
Yeah. Selective truthing.
Mm-hmm. And those of you that roll high enough, you'd get a read on that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's up to you to do with that as you will. She was being truthful in saying that the town would be better without him. At least that's her, she
Perspective.
She truly believes that he is a danger to this town. And obviously, y'all out of game know everything else that's going on, but you also know out of game that she does want to be in charge of Vallaki because she thinks she can do it better.
I mean, she told us.
Yeah.
I don't know much out of game, but
I'll say this: the town managed to rebuild after it got burned down under her watch. So,
And then it got burned down a second time.
yeah, that was also
I'll
her
be
fault.
honest, Frank's made a pretty good point in there, although, probably should have said it right in front of her. It's not really our problem.
What?
It's not our problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right.
I mean, it's not my problem, but it sounds like fun too.
Holy shit, where did you come from?
I've been right behind
What?
you the entire
He's
time.
been here the whole time.
Why are you still here? Go home.
No, I
No,
like
she's
y'all.
staying with us.
Have fun, please. I won't get in the way.
You put a bell around your neck so you jingle around.
But then the zombies would find me, so that would be on you.
Back
She has a point.
there.
Do you just want me to get hurt? Is that what this is?
Yeah, no?
I like you.
The lion slowly lowers the stick.
I didn't think Malaya would be so into corporal punishment.
Yeah, it's just constant canings. Jeez.
Some people learn best from getting hit.
The lion slowly lowers the stick is now the catchphrase for this episode.
Rafiki?
What, Taylor?
Can I just nickname her Rafiki?
Yeah. Not Caduceus. Hashtag not Rafiki. Hashtag not a Furbolg.
Hey, at least nobody's called her a Dusky to her face.
That is true.
You can't say. Oh god.
You can't just ask people why they're dusky.
Slurs are always it's such a fucking weird thing. Because it's always just like, how did people come up with these? Whose idea was this? Who was hired to write down fictional slurs?
Well, I saw this, it was either one of the,
Got paid for this.
yeah. This is not a module term for them, but it is, one of the things that I read through as mentioned it that way, and it's stuck in my brain. For the exact same reason, like, who comes up with this shit? I think it was on a comment for a Reddit post asking about them.
So we're debating whether or not it's our problem or not.
I mean,
And there's obviously still other things you could do in town. Sorry to cut you off, Seashells.
Sure.
If y'all want to time skip or want to do the exploration part to get to the winery so that y'all can experience that, we can definitely do that. if y'all want to do anything in Vallaki, we could definitely do that. At this point, I'm making it less sandboxy, and it'll go because we've already got through the feast, which is what the giant vampire thing was referred to as. Now that we're through with the feast, we can just kind of hit up the things as long as y'all tell me the things that y'all would like to go do that you haven't been able to do yet. Y'all haven't done the winery, at least as far as the majority of the group hasn't done the winery. None of y'all, except for myself and Jean-Pierre, have done the
Hi.
have done the Argan Vostol, which is fun.
Yeah, I like it a
I
lot.
want to go to the dragon place.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's a festival
It
in
was
town.
pretty fucking cool.
I will need a session to prepare for Argan Vostel, but if y'all want to do winery
Yeah.
tonight, I have that one roughly prepped because I know what all's there. If y'all want to do anything else in town, we can do that. If y'all just want to have beach party episode, we could possibly do that.
Beach.
I want to hit shit.
I
Okay.
vote for winery.
Then
Yeah.
that's a winery choice. And guys, we can skip all of the travel if y'all want. I'm prepared to do that for you.
Oh yeah.
Do that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, fast travel.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh
Just
gosh.
fast forward.
That makes me feel like Wayne's World.
Yeah, that's where I went. All right, would you like to go to the winery?
Might as well.
Sure.
All right. Well, in that case, let's take a quick 5-minute break. Just so that I can get some hydration and put some stuff away before we get started.
We won't make it through the whole winery.
Oh
arc
no,
tonight.
definitely not. We'll finish it up next
'Cause
session.
I gotta go to
likely.
bed earlier because my manager decided to be a dick and told me to come in at 7:30 instead of 8:45 when I was scheduled.
Oof.
Ugh,
Yeah, we're-
7:30?
Yeah.
We will shoot for our normal stop around, let's say 9:50 if that works. Wind down.
I'm already tired, so I'm like not falling. I don't care when we stop.
We'll at least get there. And then we'll finish it up, and then at the end of that session, y'all tell me, or during that session, y'all tell me where you want to go next. It would help if you told me beforehand. But if y'all are like, let's just go do the dragon thing next, that's fine.
Yeah, you probably might want to start prepping that.
I'll do that. Just so I have it. And then I can start prepping Strahd Castle. Yay, I still gotta buy the map for
Hooray.
that. Anyway, yeah, we'll be right back in 5 minutes.
Okay. I might be like
It looks like
Canada.
a pocket rocket.
I'm so glad I pressed pause.
Don't come mad at me. Like it's hot Cheetos.
It just happened to look phallic.
I mean, I could turn it around and it might look like a Y, but it's all kind of fucked up. It looks more like a pocket rocket with the ball that's hanging a little lower.
Oh, Taylor, I meant to send you a meme that I made.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Our boss yesterday was like, "Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go to lunch, and then when we get to the lunch part in PowerPoint, we're just gonna skip through it." So then when we got back from lunch and we got to that part of the PowerPoint, she was just like, "You guys don't get a second. You guys already had lunch." And I was like, I turned to Parker and I go, "But what about second breakfast?"
I do love some Lord of the Rings.
Do.
It's funny because Parker gets along with the 4th grade team super well.
You mean at the school?
Yeah, at my school, he teaches 5th grade. I teach 4th grade. And I'm really close to my team because I know half of them before the school year even started. And so I was like, oh my God, I'm a Pete. And I was like, this is my husband. They already knew about him because we had worked together previously. And so they're like, oh my God, we love you. Before even getting to know him. And so he like fits in with the 4th grade team like perfectly, but he's not a part of the team. He's a part of the 5th grade team. And so then he's over there and everybody calls him dad.
Is Parker now the work daddy?
Parker is work dad,
Oh, gosh.
like because he drove them through lunch. And then by default, their dumbass brains were like, that makes you mom. And I was like, who the fuck let me be your mom? I should not be mom.
What? I think I just got back. I think I. Okay.
Teachers don't get out much, is basically what we're saying.
I still have to work with Tim and think all I can think about is fucking work daddy.
Work
Thanks,
dad.
dude.
You're welcome.
Survey says.
Show
Dad.
me potato salad. Mm.
I appreciate your return.
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, even better.
And it's quiet. I'm just looking at music.
That's fair. I do miss on all the atmospheric piano music I was playing on loop.
So you say that, but Roll20 doesn't like playing music for me. This is why I always even when people want to use rhythm, it never works for me. So like, I just let my brainworms just vibe out to whatever garbage I put on, whether it no, I don't put like atmospheric stuff like that.
You said brain worms?
You did say brainworms. You said you let your brainworms
Oh.
vibe.
Oh yes, brainworms.
I have brain weasels because they are mean to me.
Same here. Yeah, I just put on whatever. It just kind of varies. It's weird. It can range from like really like soft kind of like acoustic stuff like this to like fucking to for some reason like out of nowhere I'm getting like big
Oh, be cut out on us.
band
And gone.
Yes, big bad voodoo daddy.
and then on top of all that, it out of nowhere will turn into fucking like hard rock, like or I don't want to say speed metal because that's not the right genre, but I suddenly get like remixes of fucking music from Revengeance or Doom or fucking MCR out of nowhere. Stuff that's like a completely different tempo than what I was listening to.
That's fair.
Like one day I was just listening to Joji, like some of like the more softer tracks that he makes, and then suddenly, boom! It's just fucking Powerwolf, and I'm just like here, just like, well, that just happened.
It did just happen. Well, this is going to be entertaining. Are we all back?
Yep. I am.
Yep,
Here.
I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Hey, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like something's wrong with my sheet.
Oh no. What is it?
So I have a dagger in my offhand just in case I ever use 2 daggers.
Mm-hmm.
It has a +2 on it for some reason. I know I shouldn't have that, but is that like if I'm like say like I cast a spell or something, I use my bonus action to stab? Because I shouldn't be able to do that, right?
No, it's probably not calculating that it's out your offhand. If you want to on that dagger.
Well, no. Well, here's the thing. A regular dagger should be only doing a +4 because I have a 18 dex. I have the dueling fighting style, so all my one-handed weapons do a +6
So the +2 is
instead.
just
From that,
yeah, that would be from it. But dueling
Well-
only counts if you only have one weapon.
yeah.
So yeah, I would just customize it and overwrite it to be or to take off the +2 because it should just be a D4, unless you only have the dagger and you're punching like unarmed for some reason.
Okay. I had to figure it out. I'm like, how do I do?
That's
Because
what
I put it
it's
at 0, it doesn't do anything. I had to make it a -2.
that's what it's coming from. Why it's coming like that? Not really positive, but yeah, that is what it's from. All right. Have I heard Gene? Sorry if I missed you. AJ or Jacob, I think I heard, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Gene. Nope, he still needs a second. Seems. So I'll give it 2 more minutes than when it started. Stat block, stat block, stat block, stat block. Ah, the lycanthrope pickle.
I'm sorry, though. I can't throw what?
Turned himself into a pickle. It's the funniest shit he's ever seen.
It's from the Rick and Morty.
Mm-hmm.
My god.
It's pretty funny.
Finally turned to the last side of this dang quilt.
Yay.
I've only been working on it for 4 hours.
Your the boss fight of this encounter is just fighting Koopaloo.
Oh, poor Koopaloo.
What?
Koopaloo is
He is a joy. That is what he is.
they made friends with a plant named Koopaloo in a different game.
Okay. Excuse me.
AJ?
Gene!
Gone.
You can't summon you like we summon other people.
Gone. Oop.
He's not coming back. I might go to the restroom real quick.
Go for it.
Okay. Be right back.
I mean, he might respond to Illustrate.
It's worth a shot.
Motherfucker.
It is worth a shot.
I'm also going to do what Lillian did and go to the bathroom real fast.
That's fair.
Oh, ow. Oh, lady.
Oh, oops. Wrong button. Pay no
What the
attention
fuck
to
is
that.
that?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
No.
Anyway. What level are you? 7? No, 5. Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Wrong game.
Wrong game.
So what do you think the timetable is for returning to the other game?
We are at this point just trying to get through the things we haven't done. And after we've exhausted that kind of small list of quest chains, then we will jump back in. The thing we're holding out hope for is that Thad is able to join us and we have
yeah.
Alec back.
Okay.
And he said it would be soon, but we're not sure what the time frame on that is because he doesn't know yet. So if
Sure.
we're not able to, we're not able to. But I would say maybe 4 or 5 sessions at this point. That sounds
Okay.
fair. That would give us, because it's gonna be 2 sessions for this, and then probably 2 sessions for Argynvost, and then anything else you
Yeah.
want to do. Is all I'm kind of foreseeing, and we're moved in, which was one of the big things, and then yeah. All right, one last roll call. You got seashells.
Here.
Yep.
Yep.
I know Jacob's here because I just heard him. Pretty sure I saw. There's Jess.
Yep.
Pretty sure JP's still here.
Yep.
AJ? That's unfortunate. We're still gonna start because y'all need to sleep. And I'd like to get to this rather than cutting off here. So let me get this playing and he can just jump back in.